So you had a root canal today. So hopefully it was not nearly as bad as you thought it was going to be. Root canals is probably the most misunderstood procedure in dentistry, as people always associate root canal with pain, where it is actually the treatment to get you out of pain. So hopefully you're going to start to feel a little bit better soon, and chances are over the next couple of days that tooth is going to start to settle down. Some people will have immediate relief of their pain, and some people it will take a little bit longer, sometimes a few days, sometimes a few weeks, sometimes up to 6 weeks to completely get out of pain. The general rule of thumb is that the worse the tooth was before you came in, the longer it's going to take to settle down. So I'll give you an example. Say if you had a splinter in your thumb and you saw it, oh, I got a splinter in my thumb, took it out, chances are your thumb's going to heal up pretty quickly. You're going to be a little sore if you touch it, but it's going to heal up, and before you know it, you're going to forget about it. Now, on the other hand, say if you had a splinter in your thumb and you didn't know about it, and then it got infected, it got pussy, it got red, really angry looking, then you took it out. Then of course, it's going to take longer to settle down. You know, it's going to take a couple days, a couple of weeks to settle down because it got infected. And that's the main thing. Inflammation. The more inflammation that's present before we treat your tooth, the longer it's going to take to settle down. Any hot and cold pain you may have experienced prior to the root canal should be immediately gone because there's no more nerve left. We took it all out. However, any pain that you may have because of pressure pain, that's going to take a little bit more time to settle down because of the inflammation that's already present. Most pain associated with root canals is inflammatory based. And for that reason, Advil is probably going to be your best ally to get you through the worst of it. If you can't take Advil for whatever reason, and you can use Tylenol, go ahead, use some Tylenol. So this is important. If you were prescribed antibiotics to help settle the tooth down faster, it is very important that you finish the antibiotics as prescribed. We do not want you to develop a super infection because you didn't take the medication as prescribed. Other areas that might be sore, the injection sites might be sore a little bit. Your jaw is going to be sore a bit. Sometimes root canal procedures, you have to have your mouth open a while. So self-massaging the area, you know, massaging the joint up here, massaging your temples up here, that can help relieve some of that pain associated with that. Obviously the Advil is going to help with that as well. Keep in mind that any inflammation or infection that was there prior to treating your tooth with the root canal needs time to drain. That's why if there's an infection present, we give you the antibiotics to help drain that faster. If there's inflammation there, that's why we recommend the anti-inflammatory to help reduce the inflammation in the area. Because the fluid building up under your roots puts pressure between the ligament and the tooth itself, and that is what's causing the pain when you put pressure on it. For this reason, it is advised that you do not chew on the tooth that you just got root canal for a few days, or at least until it feels pretty good and has settled down. After a root canal procedure, we usually recommend that you get a crown on the tooth, especially if it's in a heavy chewing area. If for whatever reason you didn't get a crown today, we probably lowered the tooth out of your bite a little bit so you're not going to damage it when you're sleeping. And what we're worried about is you grinding and clenching on that tooth, and if we left it the same height, you actually might fracture that tooth. So think of a tooth that's been root canaled like a tree, okay? If you got a tree, and it's a live tree, the branches are really strong and tough, right? It's very hard to break a branch off a live tree. But when that tree is dead, and you go try to break that branch, it just snaps. The same thing happens to your tooth after the root canal is done, because over time, the tooth dries out. And because it dries out, the tooth becomes more brittle. So that's why we want you to get the crown on there. So if you didn't get the crown, it's very important to avoid any hard or sticky foods. So no toffee, no cherry pits, no chewing on ice, because all those things can cause micro cracks inside the tooth and cause your tooth to break. So if you haven't done your crown yet, you should schedule your crown appointment as soon as possible to avoid problems in the future. The big problem with teeth, if they fracture in a certain way, like under the gum or split right down the middle of the tooth, we can't fix it. Now, you just did a root canal to save your tooth, we want to keep it that way, and the crown's your best protection from the chewing forces that you put on your tooth. Now, if you did get a crown, congratulations for making an awesome choice. That is the best way to go. So with the crown, we want to make sure that if you are hitting it too hard after your appointment, you want to give us a call so we can adjust it to make sure all your teeth hit at the same time. If you had a pleasurable experience at our office, we would love to hear about it. We love hearing from our happy patients, and my staff really enjoy hearing that they're doing a good job. We would be absolutely honored if you left us a 5-star review on our review page. Of course, if you have any friends or family who you think we can help, we'd be honored to serve them as well. If you were not completely satisfied with your appointment, please give us a call and let us know how we can make your next appointment a 5-star visit. Thank you again for your trust in our services. We hope to see you very soon. I'm Dr. Jesse Chai. We'd love to see you smile.